most part, we're going to spend our time talking about the oversight and control. All right, guiding principles. These are the ones where we're going to try and get the context right for how should we think about using these models. And what's interesting to me about this is that we're talking about decision making here. And so a lot of the design principles that we're going to talk about are the same as if I had an employee that's making important decisions, and I want to know how they make those decisions, why they made those decisions, and to justify those decisions. So first and foremost, every decision that you let a generative AI make needs to be accompanied by a justification and needs to be verifiable. So what I mean by that is these are just design patterns. If you ask ChatGPT to give you an explanation of something, you can just say, give me an opinion. You can also say, give me an opinion, tell me why, and tell me where you got that opinion. And not only will you get better answers, but you can then go verify that, especially if it's using some statistics or internal knowledge. And you'd also be able to think about it yourself. See, do I agree, disagree? And at the very least, it's thought-provoking. At the very most, it allows you to make a much, much better justification for your use of the system. Second is about context. Now, there is the actual context window that you can give an AI model. That is what I'm talking about, but it's not quite what I'm talking about. So what I mean by that is you have a task that you're going to do with a generative AI system. The context you give it is all the data that it would need to reference when it's making that decision, when it's coming up with some task.